So hello my dear friends, welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So let's continue our journey, our series of planets through houses in Navamsa Chart in Vedic Astrology. And in this particular video, let's try to understand Ketu placement in the first house of your Navamsa Kundli and what are going to be the results that are particularly associated with this placement. See, first of all, with the Ketu placement in the first house, this is going to create a very karmic relationship, or I can say very karmic marriage in front of you. And you don't know from which area my partner is going to eventually manifest into my life. Most of the time with Ketu placement in the first house, partner have already manifested in your life. It may be you are going to share some past life karma from this present life, or it may be from some past lives as well. But this Ketu is going to create some karmic connection with your life partner as well. And rather than jumping from new person to new person or looking for more prospective matches, it is very important for you to right now sit back, relax and focus upon backside. Because Ketu represents that manifestation part have already created in your horoscope. So there is no need to look for a new person with this Ketu placement. Most of the time you need to pay attention towards your Vimshotri Mahadasha, Antardasha, and even the transit of Rahu and Ketu axis as well. And you need to study transit first of all in the Lagna chart, that is your D-9 chart, and then pay attention towards your Navamsa Kundli as well. Because Ketu Antardasha, Ketu Priyantardasha, or even the transit of Ketu transiting over your natal Ketu, this eventually have the ability to create the manifestation of your partner into your life. Second important thing, the strength of Ketu in the first house is really going to be very, very powerful. And here I will not say you are not desiring to get a merit. Ketu have the ability to give you a lot of desires inside you because Rahu is directly posited in the 7th house. And Rahu is going to create a lot of desires over there. And you are keep on chasing for perfection, particularly with Rahu placement in the 7th house. And that is also the main reason where with Ketu in the first house, most of the time the marriage is getting delayed up to age of 32, 35 and even sometime 38 as well. Because Ketu and Rahu, they keep on looking for something perfect whenever it comes to the first and the 7th axis. Because on one hand, the Rahu that is particularly in the 7th house, so that is looking for a lot of demands, that who have the ability to fulfill my demands, my needs according to my own realm. That is Rahu. But if you make 7th house the Lagna, then that first house is becoming the 7th house of your partner. That is how your husband or your wife is going to perceive that marriage. And Ketu is a very emotionless kind of an entity. This is more have to deal with the spiritual aspect of your life. And then Ketu in the first house, so you are going to obtain a partner who is going to be very spiritual in nature. They are also going to have a very spiritual kind of a mindset towards looking into marriage and relationships as well. Whereas on the other hand, you might going to look love it from the love angle because love is going to be involved over there. But your partner is going to looking it from the spiritual perspective. This is also going to create a lot of cultural differences between you and your partner. Like you have the ability to belong to a totally different background, totally different cultural outlook, and your partner have the ability to belong towards the totally different outlook. The very great part of this Ketu is the strength of Ketu in the Lagna. See, this Ketu in the first house is going to bless your partner with a lot of strength. And here I'm not talking about the mental or physical strength. This is the emotional strength which is present inside these individuals. Because Ketu is a headless planet, okay? Rahu represents that upper portion and Ketu is that below portion. So Ketu have no senses. Ketu don't know what is present over there, what is family, what is this thing. Ketu have no understanding. And that strength is also very, very necessary in particularly nowadays in order for you to survive and sustain a relationship, because this Ketu is looking more for the practical aspect of the life. This Rahu is not solely, or Ketu axis is not solely towards, okay, let me consider that spiritual part and that area. No. The Rahu, particularly in the 7th house of your Navamsa Kundli, is going to desire more riches as well. because here the financial stability is going to become a very, very great amount of pillar in front of this Ketu. And Ketu is that kind of a planet, if you show him one direction, and that direction is only going to come after marriage. Before marriage, this Ketu is going to be very directionless. You have the ability to run into different directions. You will not be able to find one perfect direction in front of you. But immediately after marriage, this Ketu is going to create a very firmness of decisions and even direction as well. So Ketu then have that pathway for next 20, 30, 40 years in front of this planet. Then Ketu have the ability to travel onto that pathway continuously. It also now depends upon the planetary alignments of your life partner as well. How at the time of horoscope matchmaking and what is the compatibility between your Navamsha Kundli and your life partner Navamsha Kundli. For example, if Rahu and Ketu axis is also posited in your partner's chart in the same axis, Rahu first, Ketu 7th, and in your chart Ketu first and Rahu 7th, I will tell you this is going to be considered as a very, very good companionship. Because here the spiritual values are getting entangled with a lot of materialistic and materialism values as well. But Ketu in the first house will always look for financial stability. Although malefics don't behave very favorably in the quadrant of Navamsha Kundli, that is first house, 4th house, 7th house and the 10th house. But Ketu is that kind of a planet that have the lot of flexibility and adaptability as well. This is also going to change your perception immediately after marriage, because Ketu have the ability to transform its energy like a Jupiter in Navamsha Kundli. So you can treat this Ketu in the first house moreover as a Jupiter, and Jupiter is a planet of wisdom, knowledge. So this Ketu in the Lagna is also going to look marriage from some different perspective as compared to normal persons. Suppose 99% of the married couples, they are going for honeymoons, traveling to this location and that location. Whereas the Ketu placement in the Lagna, these individuals, they might going to go towards visiting lot of temples as well, visiting to national parks, going towards some natural sanctuaries as well, where there is lot of wildlife over there and lot of nature and tourism is particularly present over there. Because this Ketu have the ability to gain full connection or connect with the nature as well. This is also going to be a dead placement where, as I told you initially, life partner have already manifested in your life. So there is no need for you to keep on chasing and looking for new person to new person to new person. Wherever you are standing right now, just sit back and relax and focus on your past life. Pay attention towards specific Priyantar Dashas or Antar Dashas of Ketu that you have encountered into past 2, 3, 5 and even 10 years as well. Because this shows someone from the past have the ability to manifest directly into your life. Also, this Ketu placement is a very good placement if you want to make your career into the field of spirituality, if you want to work as a yoga instructor, even if you want to make your career in the field of healing industry or the healing sector. Ketu have the ability to give a very drastic, wonderful change immediately after marriage. I have even seen individuals like before marriage, they are going to do some sort of a computer sciences, software technology. They are working in the field of data sciences and some operational activities. And as soon as they are getting married, Ketu in the Lagna will immediately shift their mental transition towards the spirituality. Because spiritual aspect is particularly going to be present inside this Ketu. And that is because of the influence of your life partner into your life, you are particularly going to shift your inclination towards the spiritual practices as well. Here I will tell you the sole amount of technical works or the technicality. Like you want to do 9 to 5 job, you want to earn money, you want to go into share market, stock market. Yes, these have the ability to give you money. But the sense of a fulfillment with Ketu in the Lagna is only going to come if you are doing some sort of selfless service towards humanity. And by keeping your intent very, very pure. Ketu is a planet that actually works over your intent. The planet Jupiter, as I told you, this is the controller of sign of Sagittarius, that is your 9th house. 9th house is your dharma. What is your dharma? Like with which intent you are performing your karmas. So that Ketu have the ability to work over the intent. Even if they are doing a 9 to 5 job, so these individuals, they don't solely go to job for like earning money. Their main purpose is actually to do some sort of a contribution. And Ketu in the Lagna is going to increase their contribution up to 10-fold immediately after marriage. So these individuals, even after getting married as well, you will not be able to recognize whether he's a married person or he's not married yet, because they are going to live a very plain lifestyle. Even after marriage, very plain lifestyle. They will not go towards that flashy amount of things. Okay, let me celebrate each and every part. Let me celebrate my anniversaries and this kind of a thing. No. Ketu is that kind of a planet that is more contented with its own aspect. You can also call it as the individuality of a planet is not getting completely distracted here. If any other physical planet are coming in the Lagna, Saturn, Mars, so you have the ability to transform yourself according to that planetary energy. But when Ketu is coming over there now, it becomes very difficult for you to transform your personality after marriage as well. Before marriage, whatever your Lagna or that is going to be in the D-9 chart, moreover 80 to 90% of your qualities they will carry forward towards the Navamsha Kundali as well. And even after marriage, you are going to behave like that personality. It becomes very, very difficult for you to change that part. Now it depends upon your partner's chart as well, how her or his planetary alignments are impacting you or the Lagna of your Navamsha. It depends upon their physical planets as well, how this is going to impart a particular kind of a nature inside you. But I will tell you, this is a very selfless Ketu. And here I recommend you, if you are having this placement and you are a married person, then you need to focus upon the intent part. You can keep your intent very, very pure with this Ketu in the ascendant. I will tell you, the world riches are waiting for you. So I hope you have gained some deep insights in this video with me. If you have any queries, any consultations with regards to your Ketu placement, any other marriage, career or spiritual consultation, do let me know. I will try my best to respond you back as soon as possible. So till then, please subscribe my channel below and make sure to hit the like button if you really enjoyed this video. And please don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. And very soon I'm going to start a new series upon 3 planetary conjunctions, and we will continue this series of planets through second house. So till then, please take care of yourself and may God bless you.